Welcome in, Sagittarius. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful hump day Wednesday today. If you haven't been with me before, hello, welcome in, welcome. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium, tarot reader, healer, empath, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you. If I don't, please go back to the last video, but I want to get right into these readings. Scorpio, being that it's early and I'm still having my coffee, but I needed to get these messages out, okay? Something is just driving me in here, so let's see what messages I have. If you subscribe to my channel so my spirits and I can pick up on your energy. I speak to my spirits through my pendulum here. I also channel in on them. Okay, they speak to me through my pendulum, and I can also, being that I'm a healer, the energy from my hands can also, move items. I'll show you real quick so we can get the reading started. Okay. I won't move the bell, but I will move the clapper inside with my hands to make this clapping sound. All right. All right. So we're all on different timelines and we all live different lives. All right. So please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. Okay. I do personal readings. My information is down below. And of course, please use your discernment with these readings. Of course, anybody can get a hold of a tarot deck and then just, learn the whole, all the meanings and stuff, but you really have to be connected to spirit to truly get the messages out, okay? All right, so here we have the King. This is your present energy, King of Pentacles right now. This is your current situation. You're ambitious, intelligent, entrepreneurship. Maybe for some of you, you're trying to start your own business. You have wealth coming in here, control, kindness. Maybe for some of you, you're very generous, Sagittarius, very generous. And there's some kind of stability going on here. You're a generous and kind man or woman, okay? I just heard shopping. For some of you, you just came back from shopping. Here we are with the judgment. Some kind of judgment, it came through. This is growing a new direction. This is, an awakening of some sort. All right. A promotion. I feel like for some of you, you got some kind of, maybe some kind of inheritance or some kind of windfall of money or something like that. Evaluate and let go of the past. Okay. So this is awakening. Rebirth, a growing. Maybe for some of you, this is that this money is helping you, grow, or having some kind of important changes in your life, or ending some kind of another situation, an end of a situation. Some kind of money, though. Maybe for some of you, you got money helped you out right now, change your situation. I feel like for some of you, just had some kind of relief of some sort. What are the past issues, Spirit, for Sagittarius? The basis of this situation. All right, we got lovers here. We got 2 cups. So this is a connection. This can be any kind of connection, a friendship, a romance. This can be end of hostility. This can be a fair partnership. All right, a fair partnership, and this is the basis of this situation. Reciprocity is here. What else, Spirit? What's behind them, Spirit? Immediate past. Immediate past. Heartbreak. What's behind you is heartbreak right now. Is, maybe difficulties in a relationship, but that's behind you, This can be self-harm. This can be something that's, misunderstanding, an upheaval of some sort. don't resonate with somebody. Maybe for some of you, you feel alienated, or this is just straight up heartbreak, okay, sadness, emotional pain, love lost. That's in your immediate past. What's behind you, okay? What crowns you right now, Spirit? What crowns Sagittarius right now? What crowns them? Everything's going to be okay. That's what I just heard. So, I don't know. Don't forget to turn your notifications on all. So, when I go live, you can ask Spirit whatever you need to ask them. Okay, I speak through my spirits, through my pendulum here. You know, they have the yes or no. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, what's crowning you right now, your thoughts, is 10 of Wands. All right. This is a burden. This is responsibility and burden. This is, heavy burdens on you right now. This is what crowns you. For some of you, you have some kind of burden, some kind of heavy responsibility that you have to deal with. Or, you're striving for success. This is probably the end of something, though, and the beginning of something else. The number 10 is significant. December 10, you can be seeing 1010 a lot. You can be seeing 1010. I just heard short blonde hair is significant as well. Short blonde hair, or, short, dirty blonde or something like that. So yeah, for some of you, you're carrying a burden here. And yeah, heartbreak in your past. Now, what is about to happen, your immediate future is, look at that. Whoa. 10 of Swords in the reverse. So this is definitely an end of a cycle, a new beginning. Do you want me to leave it upside down? They want me to leave it in reverse. Yes, they want me to leave it in reverse, but this is difficulties in the past. This is your immediate future. This is an end of a cycle, a new beginning. All right? 10 of Swords in the reverse, guys. That's beautiful. This is, you're going to be rising from some kind of hardship here. You're going to be rising from this. Some of you, have some kind of like maybe a disease or some sort, or like something like that. Difficulties in the past, but the worst is over. For sure, the worst is over. You're going to rise above this hardship and this heartbreak. Okay, judgment is here, so don't worry. All right, stay in your kindness energy. All right, stay in your kindness. Stay in your in your kind self generous mode. Okay. Yeah, look at that. The sun and public recognition. 6 of Wands. The Lovers. Your fears right now is, here we go, 4 of Swords. I feel like for some of you, maybe you're sick of something, you're sick health wise, and you're getting over it or something, or you need to get over it, or you're resting from this illness or whatever, this disease for some of you. But your fears are just, being in solitary, being inactive, resting too much, But yeah, for some of you, you're recovering from something. You might be, afraid that you're not going to be recovering from this or something like that. For some of you, you like the chaos. You like to go out. You like to do things. You don't like quiet moments. For some of you, you don't like to rest. You don't like to, you like to keep going. You don't want to stay still. You don't like to stand still for too long. Okay. Yeah, well, this is how others see you. Competition. All right? Competition. This is how other people see you. The 5 of Wands. Struggle, disagreeing, being agitated, competition, conflict. This is how the 15, I just heard 15. The number 15 is significant. You can be 12 is also significant. December 12th, December 21st. But number 5 is significant. December 5th and December 3rd is also significant. But yeah, I mean, for some of you, again, 1010. I keep on hearing 1010 in my thing in my head. Annoying. Yes, for some of you, some of you people see you as annoying, or being struggling, or being competitive, being disagree, always in disagreement with something or someone. You want me to take this up? Okay, so yeah. Oh, these are your hopes. This is what you really wish for. All right. And it came in the reverse. 4 of Cups is where they want me. In reverse is where Spirit wants me to keep it. Sure you don't want me to turn it the other way. I'm saying no. They want me to keep it up. So yeah, motivation. For some of you, what you really wish for is some kind of motivation. You're expecting something. You want to be rejuvenated, re-energized, getting along with with your social people or your soul tribe. Satisfaction. This is what you wish for. Yeah, satisfaction. Get out of your shell. Make you get to feel better. I feel for some of you, you're recuperating from something, or you don't feel good. Your body doesn't feel good. Something you're recuperating from. I don't know, but you can't wait to feel energetic again, and rejuvenate yourself and get out there and walk around and stuff like that. Can't wait to get a walk around and be outside. Okay, and your outcome is, yeah, look at that. 7 of Pentacles. Your outcome is your hard work, your long investment, what you've been working on. It's patience, hard work, your state of stability, your harvest is coming through. This is your harvest. The number 7 is significant. It can be 7 years in your relationship. You can have a 7-year-old. But I feel like for some of you, you're waiting for some kind of results on something. You're very patient about it. And then this is some kind of work that you've been doing. You've been watching, like you're waiting for something to come through here. I don't know what you're waiting, but somebody's waiting for some kind of harvest to come through. All right. You can be looking at your investment, your hard work, reflecting on your achievements here. Like, okay, let me pull out another deck. Yeah, Judgment came out again. Yeah, some kind of awakening. For some of you, you could have a spiritual awakenings of some sort. An awakening, or you woke up to some kind of money or something like this with this money. I feel like for some of you too, with the promotion and with the competition, how other people see you, you're a threat to somebody. I feel that too, that you're a threat. Sort that you're a threat. All right. Okay, what's this heartbreak here? So all of this. So yes, difficult choices. For some of you, you had difficult choices that you had to decide on something. Crossroads. You had a stalemate with something here. Somebody's definitely at a stalemate, stuck in the middle of something. Queen of Cups. So some of you, maybe you're stuck. You're making a difficult decision. Water sign is significant here. You can have water in your chart, celebrating something, 3 of Cups. Or so some of you, you're healers here, but you're celebrating something that you made up your mind about. Okay? You're celebrating something that you made up your mind about. You might have got some therapy or something about this, but you definitely got the answers to something with your judgment here. You know, look at this, stuck in the past. Do you want me to leave this? All right, they don't want me to leave it like that, but nostalgic is your energy right now. Nostalgic. 6 of Cups. Playful. You know, this is, in your heart chakra. So for some of you, right now you're feeling playful, you're nostalgic. Maybe you have some friends and some old friends coming through, a reunion with your old friends, or you're just in pleasure with your nostalgic person or whatever. Scorpio, you can have Scorpio, you're dealing with a Scorpio. You can have Scorpio in your chart right now. But water is significant here, a water sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So a lot of water in this. What else? A lot of water right now. Yeah, that's right. Ten of Pentacles. All right, security. Okay, security, money, inheritance. Again, somebody got some kind of inheritance here, or somebody has money, stability. But this is long-term success. This can be, money from the past. Maybe somebody, passed away and left you money, or is gonna pass away and they're gonna leave you money or something like that, and inherit some kind of security. Or this can be straight up a job security that you're celebrating. Okay, and then we got the moon here. This is intuition, deception, something with your love life, your sacred chakra. Be careful with that. Money with your loved one. Something to do with money and your loved one. Your whatever. And be careful with that. Okay, Page of Wands. Fire, Sagittarius, Leo energy, Aries. All right, this is you becoming fresh ideas. Wanting to discover new things is what grounds you. You're inspired by something. You're inspired by something. You want to explore something here. What do you want to tell Sagittarius Spirit? For some of you, I just heard money. You want to know about something about what's going on with your money? I just heard that. Somebody said something about money. All right. So, yeah, your money's coming through here. All right. But just be careful with somebody coming new that's coming in with these ideas, trying to give you some kind of illusion. All right. Or deception with your money. So just, hang on to your money. Right now you're feeling hopeful and empowered. You're a visionary. You can be 36 years old or 63 or 64 or something like that. And you can be 9 years in your relationship or have a 9-year-old grandson or son or something like that. Something that's 9 years old. I don't know what this is. It can be a dog. I don't know. For some of you, you ride bicycles too. For some of you, bicycles are significant here. Beginning to think about or planning the future with imagination or wisdom. You're thinking positively, moving forward. You're a visionary. You're thinking positive now. You're moving forward with positivity. For some of you, you live by the beach, or you go on vacation by the beach or something like that. But the beach is significant. You might ride your bike by the beach. You might live by a boardwalk or something like that. Go by the beach a lot. What else do you want to tell them with this? What else? Yeah, they're saying some kind of patience here. suffering in silence but holding out, continuing on with life, with struggles, but having hope things will turn out fine. This is you. 1985 is significant. Again, 58, 59 years old, but there's patience here. Somebody's suffering in silence, but somebody's holding on. Something to do with time. Something to do about time, that you have to be patient about something. I heard 1982 right now. Okay, Taurus, you can have Taurus in your chart, or you might be dealing with the Taurus, all right? They're practical, loyal, trustworthy, stable, takes pleasure in beauty, okay? Same sex is coming out here as well, same sex. And then their negatives are they're lazy, self-indulgent, slow moving, stubborn, materialistic, okay? You might know somebody in your energy that is a Taurus. What do you want to tell me with this deck? What's the T? What is this? All this here? What's this competition? What's this Five of Wands here? How other people see you? What is this? What's the T? Yeah, move in silence. They say move in silence. Don't tell anybody about your money, about your inheritance. Don't tell anybody nothing, because people get jealous. You know what I mean? They get jealous. You thought they were your friends or whatever, but people don't like to hear good news. You tell people good news, they're like, that's nice. But you tell them bad news, they're like, what happened? They get all excited and shit about it, all right? So just move in silence, all right? I'm just telling move in silence. Some of you have moles on your face or something like that. There's some moles on somebody's face here. An afro is significant, an afro. Rejected, yeah, rejected. Maybe this Queen of Cups here is, rejecting someone here. But somebody was rejected. You're rejecting somebody. That's why they want you to move in silence or whatever. There's something about being rejected and, keeping your mouth shut. Okay? Yeah, too busy winning. All right. Right above that is these Three of Cups. So I feel like, somebody's celebrating something. You can be in a pageant. You can win a trophy of some sort. But trophies and celebration of some sort here are, Italian. Italian. I don't know what this is, but it's Italian, Colombian. The flag of red, green, and white is here. I don't know what flag that is. Let me know in the comments if you do. But we got spiritual haters here. All right. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. And this can be somebody from your past. All right. Somebody in your nostalgic energy that from your past. But you're too busy winning. And that's why you rejected some people around you. They're just too busy hating on your spirituality and stuff. Your light, your magic, your power. Oh, your light bothers them, kind of shit like that, What's this Ten of Cups here, Spirit? What is all this, too? A grudge holder, yeah. Somebody who rejected you or you rejected them has a grudge about this money. Something about money here. There's a grudge about money. All right? Always partying. This person's always partying. Delusional, all right? At night, always partying at night. But there's definitely some kind of partying going on here, a reunion, some kind of gathering. It could be, I don't know, I just heard baby shower, something like that. This can be a party of some sort of celebration. Maybe somebody, got a trophy. I don't know. Some kind of trophy is given here. This can be anything. I keep on hearing a pageant, but that can be anything. NASCAR, I don't know. I just heard NASCAR talking shit. All right. Somebody around you is talking shit. This is what grounds you, but you're inspirational. I feel like people, are always mad too. Like if you're cheerful or whatever, they're talking shit about that. Like, if you're a happy person, misery loves company. You know what I mean? So you got to stay away from the low vibrational people like that. All right. That's just that. That's just what it is. Let's go with this. What else, Spirit? What What else do you have to tell my beautiful Sagittarius people? December 3rd is here. December 3rd. Yeah, I just heard somebody say loud and proud, whatever that means, loud and proud. What else do you have to tell Sagittarius, Spirit? Yeah, I heard that. Somebody's money. I keep on hearing this money. Let me just do a card for money here. Let me do a card for money. Oh, what do you want here? That one? Okay. Money and career. Let's see. I keep on hearing money. So let's do you money. Whoever wants to know about money. You know what you want to tell Sagittarius about money. What do we need to tell Sagittarius about money? Yeah, save your money. Yeah, don't spend because you're bored. Move in silence. Don't tell anybody about your money. People get jealous. They feel like competitive here. Income goals. Here we go in a reverse. So, income goals. Set clear income goals. Determine how much you need to achieve your financial security, and explore ways to increase your earnings and stay motivated. Something about being motivated, guys. For some of you wear glasses. Time management. Yeah, for some of you have issues with your time. Time management. Maybe you have to manage your time a little bit better. Okay, that's good. Master your time for maximum productivity. Prioritize tasks. Use tools like calendars and to-do lists, and eliminate distractions to achieve your goals efficiently. Okay, so they want you to use some kind of planners and stuff like that. Like to-do lists and stuff. Use tools and eliminate distractions to achieve your goals. You're being distracted probably. Financial goals here. You can be posting something and then your phone rings. You're being distracted though, maybe here. Set specific financial goals. Define what you want to achieve. Create a timeline and implement a plan to reach your objectives. All right. So time management here is going to be is going to be very important for you guys right now. It's significant. So the efficient work habits. So develop efficient work habits, set clear priorities, use productivity techniques like the Pomodoro method. I don't know what that is. Pomodoro. And take regular breaks to maintain focus and energy. All right. For some of you, you don't have a lot of energy right now. Maybe you need to, take regular breaks. Yeah, I think it's it's something to do with your time management. Yeah, because they're like develop efficient work habits, set clear priorities. So what's this? What's this for Sagittarius? What's this? Wrap up the reading. What is this? Love offers. You're going to have multiple love interests, many romantic invitations. Again, you're going to have an invitations of some sort here. All right. Playing the field. Again, look, keep the options open. Look, celebrating came up again. All right. Celebration. Like I said, there's some kind of celebration that's about to pop off here. All right. Great time in your life. It's all coming to fruition. Okay. It's all coming to fruition and accomplishment. Things progress with ease. There's some kind of accomplishment here. I told you so you're going to be celebrating something. All right. You're going to be celebrating something. There's going to be a glow up. Look at that. A glow up of some sort. some kind of promotion, a glow up, a major self-improvement, standing in your own power, emerging stronger, working your light, okay? Working your light. You got spiritual haters around you. Competition. So if you don't got no haters, you ain't doing it, So don't worry about the haters. Haters will always hate. Move forward. Fuck them. What else do you have to tell them? What else for Sagittarius? What's this too busy? A nostalgic energy. Blind love, unable to see faults, all right? There's a blind spot. Again with the blind spot, some things that you're not seeing something right here. Idolizing partner, irrational attachments. Okay, so there's blind love here. All right, there's blind love. What else? Twin flame, playfulness, and on the fence. That's right. Your twin flame is here. They might, they might have a grudge on you of some sort. There might be some kind of grudge here with your twin flame. Trigger deep healing. Maybe you get into a fight or something like that, a spat. All right, but look, playfulness is here. So flirtatious advancements, having fun, inner youthful spirit, lighten up, always partying. Okay, something to do with that. This can be you, always partying and, being playful, having fun. All right. Just, look through the illusions, all right, and the deception. On the fence here, talking shit. So this is unable to decide, inner conflict, staying neutral, lack of confidence. Yeah, so, staying neutral, unable to decide. You can be, unable to decide on this new thing that you want to do, these fresh ideas or whatever, something like that. You could be on the fence about something. You're staying neutral because people are talking shit. Maybe you might be listening to people talking crap and you're just neutral. You know what I mean? You have playfulness in your heart. You have inner youth spirit, So, all right. And this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe. And if this reading didn't resonate, come back for the next. Okay, or check out your rising sign. All right, love, light, and peace. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean because mean people suck. Peace out, babies. See you soon.